Hello friends, and welcome back to another vlog. This is a little slice of life camping trip that I took with my fiance Mason, and we went to June Lake, California, one of our favorite places on earth. So this is our cute, quaint little campground. We were really happy with the actual campground that we got. It was more spacious than some of the ones that we've had in the past at this specific campsite. So again, we were really thrilled with how spacious and shady it was. It was very shady. And of course, after driving for a few hours and setting everything up, we decided to just chill out and relax for a while and read. Reading is definitely one of our favorite pastime activities to do, especially together when we're out camping. So of course we had to do that. But when we were ready to go out and do something and experience June Lake, we decided to go for a little evening stroll because the sunset was absolutely gorgeous. And the walk to the lake is super close to the campground, so we didn't have to do any driving at all. We could just get up and go. Found this really cool rock formation somebody had made at the lake earlier that day. And I felt that it really fit the vibe of the moon. So after a wonderful evening, day 2 of being at June Lake, we decided to walk down to the lake nice and early to set up my painting station. That way I had time to paint. There was an imminent storm coming this day, and we got to the lake, I want to say around 10. It wasn't supposed to start raining until about 1 or 2. So I figured that would give me just enough time to paint and do what I need to do before the storm. And this is me setting up my easel. My easel is kind of like a little briefcase almost before it's actually set up, so you can kind of haul it around like that. We do have a wagon, which makes it a lot easier to transport because it actually is quite heavy, especially with all my paint and everything inside of it. But again, it's really cool that I can, it's very easy to transport, so I can really take it anywhere. This is me setting up my color palette for the day. Okay, if any of you have watched my last video, you know that I am really trying to enjoy the process of setting up my painting palette. I find it to be a very grueling task typically, but this time around, I actually found it really relaxing and really enjoyable. Maybe it's a site specificity type of thing, because I'm very relaxed here, but it was super enjoyable this time around. So what I'm doing here is I set out with the burnt umber, basically where I want to make everything. I kind of, if you saw a few moments ago, set up where I want the mountains to be, the water, etc. You can kind of see like the basic little lines where everything's going to go. I always start with the background, or working my way from the back forward in a landscape painting. Basically what you're supposed to do when it comes to landscape paintings is start with a cool color palette in the back and then work your way forward and slowly make the colors a little bit warmer. For some reason that, and really when you pay attention to the effect that this has in real life, you realize that, you know, if you look off in the distance in the mountains, that you will see that there are cooler colors. And then as you bring everything forward, the colors do appear more warm and saturated. So that is something that I am trying to incorporate with my paintings as well, just to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more realism. While again, realism as in painting something super realistic is not the goal, I do still want to add a sense of depth to my paintings, even if they're just supposed to be a vibe and again not realistic. I again do find it important to incorporate some realistic aspects to it, such as that. I have also never painted water before, so I wasn't sure how that was going to go. The beach, like the sand, had me a little bit nervous to begin with, but I do think that once the colors really start to collide and come together, I think that it actually looks really, really nice. But again, I've never painted water before. June Lake is a very like green blue lake. It's very similar to Lake Tahoe, so it was very nerve-wracking to try to get the colors right and to make it look realistic. But again, I'm actually really fond with how all the colors just seem to blend very well together. And again, I think that the sand and the water really take on a very soft feeling, which I'm really, really happy with the way that turned out specifically. And I know it's kind of hard to see here, but I'm just making some trees in the back, give it a little bit of a foresty feel. Okay, and the little lip on the bottom here, I somehow missed. Sometimes the easel will just kind of cover that up, so I had to, before packing up, go back in and just kind of touch that up a little bit, which was actually fairly simple. By the time that I was finishing everything up, the storm was blowing in, so this was it. I wanted to do more to the painting. I wanted to kind of fix up the mountains a little bit, just because they're not entirely true to June Lake. But again, the storm was blowing in, so this is the final result. And again, I'm really, really happy with the colors. I try to use, once again, what I consider to be a limited palette of only a few specific colors. And again, I don't know, even though the mountains aren't entirely true to the nature of what they look like at June Lake, I think This is a really successful painting for my first time painting water and for painting, again, just plein air outside and with the imminent storm. So I'm very proud of this. And this is the image that I posted to my Instagram page, which if you're not following me over there, that is Rabbit Tail Abigail art, just as it is on here. And like I mentioned, the storm was blowing in. While it wasn't supposed to come for the next few hours, it decided to come early. So I only got about 2 hours of painting in, and the walk back from the beach was horrendous. It was hailing, and it was so absolutely miserable to haul the wagon of stuff up. Thankfully, I didn't actually have to do that part. Mason did all that work. But again, it was really intense, and we just decided to hide in the car for a while it rained because it was just so cold and dreary outside. And we shared egg salad sandwiches in the car, as one does while it rains during your camping trip. But alas, the sun did eventually come out. While I was painting, Mason got to swim all day. And I was really disappointed initially that I wasn't able to swim. And while I didn't technically swim because I didn't get fully under during this little swimming session that we had, I still got to get in the water and enjoy some sunshine. Even though it was still really freezing outside, it was a really fun and enjoyable time. And after swimming, we just sat on the beach, enjoyed some more reading and hanging out. And this is just a cute little time lapse of the shadows of the clouds going over the mountains, which is one of the things I'm most fond of in this world, I think. And now it is our last day at June Lake for camping. We just decided to pack up our stuff early and go hit the beach before our drive back home. And today was the day that I finally got to swim, and we were swimming for a few hours. We got really cold, but it was so much fun. I can't lie, this guy messing with his paddleboard here, that's just like in the center of the screen, I was getting so irritated. For some reason, I thought he was in the way for like most of this video, and as you can see, he was only there for a fraction. I don't know why I was getting so irritated. I was just like, get out of my video, guy. But I don't know, I guess I was just a little irritated for no reason. Alas, all good things do eventually come to an end, so we had to officially pack everything up and say goodbye to our beloved June Lake. Honestly, this was just such a memorable camping trip, and I'm so grateful that we were even afforded the opportunity to go here. I am just obsessed with the Mammoth Lakes area, and gosh, we just love it here. It was so much fun to paint and so much fun to spend 3 days and 2 nights here. And I am just so over the moon with the fact that we got to spend so much time here and camp so close to the lake. It was such a beautiful, memorable, and fun experience. For those of you who made it this far into the video, thank you so very much for joining me in this little slice of life camping vlog. I hope that you enjoyed watching me paint and swim and hang out and just enjoy life. If you like this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, let me know if you've been to June Lake before, if you plan on going, and just, I don't know, leave a comment if you feel like it. And thanks again so much for watching this. I hope that you have a lovely day.